Derek brought his arms and shoulders, not only the size, but also the detail for his arms and shoulders up from last year.
What's up guys and welcome. You are watching Fuzzy Fitness. Let's start this video with the complete explanation and breakdown of the men's open class at this past Mr. Olympia by Tyler Mannion from the NPC News Online, and who is also a judge at Mr. Olympia. So he dived into detail with each and every pose between Derek Lunsford and Hadi Choopan. And after that complete video, there was a score of 5 poses that Derek Lunsford won. That being front double, side chest, side tricep, back double bicep and back large spread. Hadi Choopan won the other 3 shots. That being front large spread, the abs and thigh, and the most muscular shot.
However, Hadi has an imbalance between his left and right quads. His sweep on his left side is more pronounced than his sweep on his right side. That is symmetry. So that is an imbalance, and we take that into account as well.
So if you guys have any confusion on why the judges rewarded Derek over Hadi this year, then I suggest you should watch that complete video. Now, that being said, if the judges continue with this criteria of judging the show, and if they keep breaking it down the way they did at this past Mr. Olympia, then I guess Derek is gonna be very hard to beat, especially based on the number of poses.
Derek improved this pose tremendously from last year. You can see all the new tissue in this pose that he added to his chest. You can also see striations. He actually has striations on the inside of his chest here, the backpack, and you can see the thickness in his chest now. Then you look at the density and detail that he added to his arms and shoulders from the outside.
Because if we are being 100% real, Derek isn't losing the back shots against anyone in this entire lineup. He isn't losing that front double bicep either.
Hadi also has a very strong back lat spread. Now, Hadi shows great width when he hits this back lat spread pose. However, you can see he doesn't have the same density and depth to the back as Derek does here, as it looks just a little bit flatter than Derek's does.
So if we assume that we will have these same 2 guys, Hadi Choopan and Derek Lunsford, fight for the title next year as well, I do not see how Hadi stands a chance. He simply cannot win the symmetry aspect over Derek Lunsford, and that whole smoothness of Derek's chest and his shoulders. It seems like that they aren't that much of a big deal for the judges in many shots, except maybe the most muscular.
Now, Derek improved this pose a lot from last year. Again, as I've said before, he brought his arms and his shoulders up. He brought his chest up and he brought his legs up.
So it is an interesting video irrespective of who your favorite bodybuilder is. I think every bodybuilding fan should watch it, so that they can have a better understanding of how the show went.
The strongest and most detailed ab and thigh pose in the IFBB Pro League. So, Hadi takes this pose.
On top of that, to appreciate the IFBB Pro League, that now they are giving a full explanation on why a certain individual won, and we definitely needed that.
Now when you move into the arm and the shoulder part of the pose, Derek has a better flow from his shoulders to his arms and bigger triceps and arms than Hadi does in this pose.
First look of Hunter Labrada since the Olympia, where he finished top 6, so 1 spot higher than last year. So could he be in that top 6 if Big Ramy and Nick Walker were competing? Well, the thing is, they were not. So at this point, it is kinda irrelevant. Although he isn't doing any show in this post-Olympia tour, at least he hasn't announced something like that. But Hunter is smart enough to utilize this time, this condition, and make money by guest posing at different bodybuilding shows. So we are gonna see him do a guest posing tomorrow. It is a really smart choice. Now as far as his Olympia look is concerned, I think it is a consensus that just like Andrew Jacked, he was better at the Tampa Pro and Texas Pro compared to the Olympia this year. Condition was kinda similar in both the shows, but I have to say in Texas or in Tampa, he had more wow factor and more pop to his physique. And Mr. Olympia is a different ballgame. And we all know that Hunter is fighting some athletes who are structurally so superior than him. We're still props to him for cracking top 6. And I have said this so many times before. The reason he is able to do that is because the guy is so damn big. You can even see that in this second call out. Akim Williams is a guy who missed out this past Olympia after 4 consecutive appearances. A major reason for that was his injury and his shoulder surgery, which did not allow him to get back in shape and get ready for his show. Plus, he needed more time to let his body recover. So he is coming back in 2024 with the intention that he is going to be back on that big stage. And yes, I know qualifying for the Olympia isn't his goal. But here is the thing. There are very little chances that he could be in that top 10 again because of the depth of the competition we are expecting to see next year. But he is a veteran of the sport, and he has been as high as top 6 in what we can all agree was a great lineup that was back in 2020. So Akim might still be one of the biggest, most muscular guys in the men's open bodybuilding at the moment, but he loses a lot of the ground in those back shots. So let's see what an extended rest period can do for his physique. So ending this video with classic physique, as Logan Franklin is just a week out of his next show, the Genre Classic, also known as Hawaiian Classic, the same show that he won in 2021. So he tried to qualify for this year's Mr. Olympia by doing 2 shows, that were Texas and the Legion Sports, but he fell short. So ever since he switched to classic physique from the men's open, he has done the Olympia only once, that was back in 2020, where he was able to crack top 10. But looking at this current lineup now, and how we see immense talent in this division every year, it is gonna be super hard for Logan to crack top 10. He is an exceptional poser, one of the best in classic physique, but when it comes to structure and the ability to nail the condition 100%, there are multiple athletes in the pro ranks that are better than him. But going for an early qualification can be a good move. So hit the thumbs up button if you liked the video, and smash the subscribe button if you wanna come back for more. Thanks for watching.